Well, welcome everybody. I am Kelly George. I'm the Director of Membership, Marketing, and Communications with the WMS, and we're so excited that you're here to join us to learn about our new website and our new membership model. It's been about 2 years in the making, so we're very excited that the website has launched and we've officially moved over to our new model. Before I turn it over to Carl, just a couple housekeeping notes. We are recording this program. We know it was sent out kind of at the last minute from when the website launched, so we expect that there will be a lot of people that are going to capture the recording later on. So just want to give you a heads up that it is being recorded and you'll be able to access it later on from the Fireside Chat webpage. If you have any technical difficulties during the program, we do encourage you just to log off and sign out and then rejoin. That usually fixes most issues. Or if you have on your webcam, you can turn it off, and sometimes that helps as well. Finally, we welcome questions throughout the program, so feel free to use the chat feature, or if you want to hop on your camera and verbally ask a question, you're welcome to do that. We will also save time at the end for questions. Without further ado, I'll turn it over to Carl Hein, who is the chair of our membership committee and has been instrumental in this transition and the development of this model. So he's going to give us a little bit of history before we kind of go more in depth into each individual level. Carl, take it away.
Thank you, Kelly. And as Kelly mentioned, I'm Carl Hein. I am the chair of the membership committee and have been part of this membership redesign for the last couple of years, and it's been a significant project. I wanted to start off by just explaining why we made some changes to the membership structure. And the most important reason is inclusivity. One of our core attributes is that we want to be an inclusive organization and we want everybody to feel equally as welcome. We don't distinguish a member if they're an MD, PhD, or an EMT, and we want them to feel like they're both an equal member. Now, one of the things that we've done in the past is kind of recognize that people have different financial resources, and so therefore we tried to make membership categories that would be based on your degree and therefore probable income. But we don't think that's quite fair because you may have different resources depending upon what stage of life you're in. And so the other thing that we wanted to do is to give members the choice rather than the society choosing what type of and what cost of membership. The plan was to give the membership the choice, and they can choose to be a basic member, a standard member, or a premium member. And there's different costs associated with those. And I also want to highlight that because we recognize that learners are often financially poorer, that we have significant discounts for students, and that doesn't matter if you're a medical student, nursing student, or whatever student you are. Plus, we have significant discounts if you're in residency or in fellowship. So the idea was to allow the members to choose what level they want to be at, what level of services they want to have. An added benefit to doing this new 3-tiered membership was that prior to this, we had 18 categories of membership. And it became really difficult for our staff and our system to kind of keep track of all 18 categories of membership. And so by doing this change, we're being more inclusive. We're allowing everybody to choose the level of membership than us choosing it for you. And we are simplifying the efforts that are required to kind of manage all of the membership. And I'll turn it back over to you, Kelly, for the next thing. And if anybody has any questions about why we've done that, please ask me.
Thank you, Carl. I know you have given that spiel several times now, and we appreciate you explaining it so well in all of your leadership efforts as we've made it to this point. Before we go into each level more in depth, I do want to make sure that everybody knows what level that they are currently on. So I'm going to put a couple people, Ivan and Jonathan, maybe on the spot real quick and send in through the chat, or if you want to come on and tell us if you currently know or have been able to find what new membership level you are on. If you don't, that's okay. I'm going to show you, but I'm curious if people have found it yet. So feel free to send it in through chat. And I will take you there. Okay, great. Well, should be helpful then. So when you are logged in, and I assume that all of you have already logged in because you were able to sign up for this webinar, but for people who are watching the recording, if you haven't signed in yet, you do need to reset your password the first time that you visit this site. So when you come to this site in the top right, it will say sign in, and then there's going to be a button that says forgot password. You'll just use that and be able to reset your password. And then once you're in, anytime that you want to visit your site or your profile, you just click where your name is. Today I'm going to be WMS test member, but normally you would see your name right there. And if you just click on it, it's going to take you to your profile. This is where we're hoping that you'll update your information. So you can use this pencil icon to add a photo, which is going to appear in the member directory. Update your address anytime that you need to. This little section right here is going to have some personal questions that are more generic, which are going to be visible in the member directory. This next section under personal details, as well as this personal demographics tab here, are just for you, and then staff will be able to see it as well on the back end, but that will not be displayed in the public directory. So good to know there. And then this section right here is the main thing important for this call. You will see your member ID or your member number. Those have changed. So if you, for a couple of our member benefits, you are going to be asked for your member number, and that's where you'll find it. And then right here for your type is the one where you'll find either basic, standard, or premium. We did create kind of a matrix as we transferred over to the site to find kind of where everyone, what bucket they would flow into. But that's just for the point of this transition. At your first membership renewal, you can either upgrade or downgrade. So if you're at the standard level, if you want to drop down to basic, you'll be able to do that. Or if you want to upgrade to premium, you can also do it at that time. If you are basic or standard from the transition that we made and you want to go up to the next level or add on benefits, you certainly can do that. Just reach out to us. That part you won't be able to do online, but we can help you if you contact staff. So you can see here, this one is a premium membership. When it gets close to my paid through date or my expiration date, you will see a button appear on the right-hand side to prompt you to renew your membership. So it should be really easy if you're visiting your profile. We also send out email reminders, but there's just going to be a button there that says renew. And then at that point, you can select if you want to renew at the same level or a different level. So hopefully you're able to hop on real quick and check out and see what level that you are on if you didn't already know. And then we will dive into what is included a little bit more in each level. So there's several places that you can see what's included in each level. The first one is the page that we were on previously, on the join page. This gives you just kind of a brief high-level overview of kind of the primary benefits that are included in each of these levels. If you want to take a closer look, there's this handy-dandy matrix that we're calling our member benefits at a glance. And then you can see here that it has this chart that lays it out really clearly what's included in each one and what the differences are. For today's webinar, we're going to kind of walk you through on the About tab, there's a link for benefits. And if you go there, it's going to show you first is our basic level benefits. So it is basic, but each level builds on each other. So if you are standard or premium, you're also going to get these basic levels. So that's why we say all WMS members. The first one is our member directory. So I'll take a look here. If you're familiar with the old site, the member directory wasn't entirely user-friendly. We put in a lot of work on this directory and it's a lot more intuitive and user-friendly. So we're really excited that you can search by these categories. Again, we want you to upload your photos so people can see that. You can search by any of these areas by clicking on the category, and then it will alphabetize it. If you want to reverse the order, you just click on the little arrow or caret and that will reverse it. So lots of different ways to search through this directory. If you do click on a person's record, you'll be taken to where you can find that contact information if they have chosen to display it to fellow members. So again, we encourage you to fill out this information. Make it easy for people to contact you, and then also hopefully people will do the same thing in return. So the member directory, again, is your basic level kind of first benefit. Again, great for networking and connecting with other members, whether it's a research project, somebody, a workout buddy, an adventure buddy, or anything else, you can use that directory there. Next up on the basic level is our webinars. So we offer webinars like this one today. In the past, we've done Meet the Masters, interviewing different wilderness medicine experts. We also have a quarterly book club that was started by a WMS member. So either way, the link to join those is here, and most of these, again, are for members only. So take advantage of these. There's no cost. We were doing them more frequently during kind of the height of COVID pandemic, but still plan to bring these to you fairly regularly. Next up is the member recognition award eligibility. So if you would like to be recognized or eligible to receive one of the awards that we give out each year, you would need to be at least a basic level member. And then same for being a part of our committees. Next up, a big reason in itself is our conference discounts. So if you want to register for any of our conferences, summer, winter, specialty, it can save you anywhere around $200 depending on your level. So certainly check out the basic level just for your conference discounts alone. And then finally, our WMS job board. So if you have a job to post or if you're looking for a job, that's a great place to look. And so that kind of wraps up the basic level benefits. I'll turn it over to Jason, who's going to talk you through some of the standard level benefits.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly, and thanks for everyone for logging in. So with the standard membership benefits, really the standard membership is intended for members who know that they're really passionate about wilderness medicine and they want added benefits. And so I'll go over several of these, starting with the Wilderness and Environmental Medicine Journal. So this includes the addition of online access to the journal. One of the really biggest differences between other membership categories is having that online access to the journal. If you read the journal regularly, you'll either want to become a standard member or get potential add-on benefits through the basic membership, which would essentially be $30 additional for online access or $50 for print access. So with access to the journal, WMS members also receive up to 12 free CME or FOM credits per year as well. So in addition to the journal, you'll also receive a $10 discount on online lecture recordings. That can be for CME or also if you're in process of completing the Fellowship and Academy of Wilderness Medicine, the FOM. So this could be for past conferences and also a $10 discount for teaching resources for healthcare professionals. This is actually formerly known as the Education Presentation Series that we're now essentially still going with teaching resources. But in addition, you will receive $5 off these teaching resources for students and for the community as well. All of these discounts are automatically applied at checkout, which is just kind of seamlessly integrated into this platform. So let's talk about another really awesome added benefit for members, and this is our partner discounts and our pro deals. If you're unfamiliar with pro deals, these are essentially our discounted pricing on various different gear manufacturers, whether it's clothing or other climbing equipment or skiing equipment. This is through a variety of partnerships that the WMS holds. Standard members can get discounts really on all kinds of brands. So this includes things like this website here, which is outdoorly.com, also Outdoor ProLink. You can find a ton of different brands here, anything from, as you can see, Mammut or Arc'teryx or DPS skis or climbing equipment or boating equipment. It can all be found. And again, this comes with standard membership benefit, which I think is really great. So one other thing for the standard membership that's really important is that you'll need to be a standard member if you want to pursue any of the WMS certifications. So this includes, again, the Fellowship and Academy of Wilderness Medicine, the Diploma in Mountain Medicine, or the Diploma in Diving and Marine Medicine. You'll need to be a standard member to enter into one of those certification tracks. This is also true for adventure CME trips. So if you're looking into adventure CME opportunities, or if you, I'm sorry, I'll slow down a little bit, Kelly, for you. So you can see the adventure CME page here. A lot of great courses and opportunities, anything from backpacking medicine. The Canyon Country has been incredibly popular. We're coming up on ice climbing season, which you can see there. So really some great opportunities there for some adventure CME trips. So in addition to adventure CME, for standard membership, you will also receive the ability to apply for research grants and utilize the wealth of research expertise within the Wilderness Medical Society community as well. And you can see on this webpage here. And of note, Kelly, would you like to talk a little bit about the 24-hour time period between applying for certification programs?
Yeah, just a quick heads up that currently our permissions refresh nightly. So if you do become a standard member or a premium member and go to participate and apply for one of our certifications, it's going to tell you that you're not eligible. So just contact us and we can refresh the permissions manually, or if you wait until the next day, you should be granted permission. Okay, and with that, since I don't think Edward was able to join us here, we'll jump into the premium membership benefits. So this is kind of your all-in, you've been in wilderness medicine for a while, you do it as a profession, or it's very much a part of your life. This is kind of your full access. So in addition to the benefits above, one of the biggest differentiators is the print access to the WM journal. So if you're used to receiving printed quarterly copies and you want that to continue, you would either need to join as a premium member or renew as a premium member, or do the add-on that is available. Next up is our professional liability insurance policy. So this is good for up to $50,000 in coverage. It's going to cover you outside of your normal scope of practice. So if you work a medical tent or you're a medical director and you want to have that coverage, this is the level that you'd want to be at to retain that policy. Again, there's no deductible or monthly premium, so a really big member benefit there. Next up is Global Rescue Medical Assistance and Travel Advisory Services. So this is a great resource if you're going on a trip. I know that a couple of years ago, I went to Iceland and I set up these alerts and I was able to get emails directly to my inbox that would talk about different security threats going on in the area, or where there was an airport shut down, their vaccination requirements. So just a really convenient kind of one-stop shop. There's a little bit more about it on this page. They shared at our last conference, but the primary benefits are here on, on slide 4. Again, that travel advisory services as well as their intelligence services. You get these reports. They also have a phone number that you can call anytime you have a question, whether you're at home or abroad. You can give them a call and take advantage of a lot of their intelligence services. Next up is our free teaching resources and lectures. So we talked about this a little bit at the standard level, but at the premium level, you will also have unlimited access to those teaching resources for the students and community. So if that's something that you think you would take advantage of, this would be a great route to go. And then plus one free lecture recording where you can get CME or FOM credit comes with this one. That's for either the lecture recordings or the ones that are for healthcare professionals, which were formerly known as education presentation series, if you're familiar with that name. Where before on the standard level, we mentioned that those discounts apply automatically. On this level, you will use the discount code of free at checkout. It only works if you are a premium level, but that's how you will get those. So that's kind of a walkthrough of this page. Again, this is a really great resource under About membership and benefits. If you're curious on kind of what's included with which level and ever want to confirm, this also has a lot of handy links to get you directly to where you need to go. Most of it is based, again, on permission. So if you are a basic level and you try to get to something that is a standard or a premium level, you might see a message that says something along the lines of the trail being restricted. So that's why you might just need to upgrade your membership. We'll pause real quick and see if we have any questions. comments on anything that's been shared so far? Either send it through chat or you're welcome to unmute yourself and verbally ask a question.
Kelly, I don't have a question, but I just do want to point out how much better the new website is than the old one. This,
Yay.
as you've been going through there, this is just amazing how much easier it is to find stuff, to access stuff, to get access to all this information. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. And we still are a work in progress. We know there's still some things that need tweaking and fixing, so you will continue to see improvements through the next year or so, but we're very excited. We have received quite a bit of feedback that it's more user friendly. You'll see that we moved to this mega menu structure where you can see a lot of different links at one time. And so you'll also see some repetition between the tabs. So if you think to go one way, but someone else thinks to come find it a different direction, hopefully you'll see it in both places and just makes it easier to find where you want to go and where you want to get to. So, thank you for that feedback. Any other questions? Where to find things, how to do something? I think this is a great time to ask. I know FOM is one of the questions that comes up probably most often. So you should have received an email today if you're a candidate or a FOM grad, and that has more information on accessing that. But when you go into this area, I'll just cover it real briefly. You'll see kind of a whole separate navigation just for the fellowship program that hopefully makes it a little bit easier to navigate. I think that's about all that we had to cover. So again, this is a great time for questions. Don't be shy. We'd love to hear from you. We finished in record time, so we've definitely got time for questions. If you joined us late, we should have the recording available. I'll do just a quick demo of the rest of the site to give you kind of some familiarity. So on our Attend tab here, this is where you'll find the links to go to conference, Adventure CME. We have our community events calendar, where you'll find events from the WMS as well as our affiliate partners. So if you're looking for something that's near you, again, you can click on the location to sort it by location, either ascending or descending using that little arrow. Also a great place to look for, other courses outside of the WMS, potentially with some FOM credit as well. Information on our electives and webinars here. Over on our Learn tab, we have kind of rebranded our teaching resources a little bit. They were named slightly different on our previous website, but they're organized now by the audience. So if you're looking for teaching resources for the community or students, which is our scenarios, or healthcare professionals, like I said, is the education presentation series. We've got links to our publications here, our GME fellowships, and Get Certified. Again, DIM, DIDM, and FOM, where you'll find information on those. Our research tab for the journal, podcast. If you haven't checked out our podcast, it's been rebranded, and Daryl Macias does a fantastic job with that. So you can check out the September issue here, or also on SoundCloud or iTunes. And here is different ways that you can connect. So this is another enhancement, is there's several different directories here. So all sorts of different ways to connect with fellow members through that member directory, our student interest group directory, affiliates, and again, our certification recipients. Different ways to contribute. So if you're interested in submitting a proposal for a conference, or if you're interested in supporting one of our multiple charitable funds, there's links there. And then we covered a little bit on the About, where you can contact us. Again, if you have any questions, we've got the staff directory here, so you can always hit reply to any of the emails that we send out, or if you have a specific question, for example, related to FOM or to DIDM or DIM, we've got all the appropriate people listed there. Okay, well, last call for questions. Or Carl, Jason, Vish, anything that you guys want to add as part of our membership committee that helped develop this new model?
No, again, just fantastic work to you, Kelly, and the rest of the WMS staff. It looks absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Really excited to launch it. And again, look forward to your feedback and further enhancements and improvements to come.
The only thing that I'll add is the website is clearly spectacular and a huge improvement. If you have thoughts on this change in membership structure, please reach out to us. This is done to try to enhance the benefits and the kind of the joy of being a WMS member. So if it's not doing that, let us know, because we're really trying to serve the membership.
Yes, thank you, Carl. And then one last thing, just on the attend tab under webinars and fireside chats is where we'll be posting the link to this recording. You'll see some of our ones that have been free to members in the past, or to the public, I'm sorry, but if you log in here, you'll be able to view all of our past ones. This is a great resource that I think is underutilized. So if you're interested in any of the past ones that we've put on, this is a great place to access those. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great day.